Good morning, family and friends. Here we are once again today. And as usual, I'm thankful. I'm so thankful to be in this day. And I'm thankful that you are in it too. And so, thank you for watching the videos, man. Thank you for, those that have shared them and liked them and have, gotten the comments and had comments to say about certain things that I've said that, like I said, these things are just my opinion. And so I just like to share it with you because I just feel like it might encourage someone, and because in the times we're living in right now, we need all the encouragement we can get, and so that's what I'm attempting to do. Just give some encouragement and some insight and some things that I've dealt with in my life. And something that's on my mind today is that one of the keys to being successful is realizing there's more than one key. Yep, there's more than one key. I'll say it again. One of the keys to being successful is realizing there's more than one key, man. There's more than one key. You look at people that are successful and, you try to emulate and be like them and all this type of stuff like this, and not realizing that you don't have their key. And you don't need their key. Because there's more than one key to being successful. Yeah. You need the key that opens the door to your success. And the best way to do that, to me, is, first of all, not blame other people for where you're at. Not blame other people for where you're at in your life. Because basically where you're at in your life is a sum total of the decisions that you made up until this point. So that, to me, that's the key to being successful. Stop blaming other people for where you at. Even though there might have been some people that did some things that undermine you and all that. I get that. But at the end of the day, it's still up to you to continue to press forward. And I'll share a quick story with you. I remember there was a time when I used to have to walk to work. Yep. When I say walk, I'm talking about on your feet. Walk. Huffy and puffy. To work. And because I didn't have a car. And then I got to the point where I put some air in a bike and I rode a bike to work. And in the midst of all of that, I'd get to work and I'd work with the guys and stuff like that at the place that I was working at. And, and it was a second shift job. So, by the time I got off, it was nighttime. But the whole time that I was working, and it didn't take me a long time to eventually get transportation. I'm just saying that this is how it started. But while I was working with those guys and stuff like that, when we got time, to get off, I never felt some kind of way towards them guys because they had a car and I didn't. It didn't have anything to do with me walking. I didn't know them before I started working there. And they weren't obligated to give me a ride. And so I never let that enter into my thinking that, nobody won't help me. And to me, that's another key to being successful. Stop making excuses that nobody won't help you. Even if it's true that nobody's really helping you, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, striving towards your greatness, the people that need to be in your path to help you along the way, I guarantee you, they'll show up. They'll show up. You just keep on pushing forward. But never think the key to your success is in someone else's hands. It's just not. It's just not. And I'm not going to sit there and say that I didn't feel some kind of way about walking to work. I did. I was a grown man. But I didn't let my pride stop me from getting up and walking to that job. That's right. Getting up and walking to that job. Because that's what I had to do to work. That's what I had to do to get there. And so don't allow pride to get in your way. So another key to being successful, you better deal with that pride you got. Yeah. Talking about what you won't do. You come on them people's job. Do what they ask you to do. Do your job as best you can. And continue to press forward. Even if that's not something that you feel like that's what I want to be doing the rest of my life. Do the best you can at that. And use that as a stepping stone to what you want to do. Yeah. So So the keys to being successful, and one of the keys is just realizing that there's more than one key. Yeah, there's more than one key. And you can't base your success off of where someone else is at along the path in their success. Do you realize that there's people that have been successful on their jobs and are jealous of you in position of authority? Maybe in a position of authority over you on your job, and they're jealous of you. They view you as competition. Why? Because the way you carry yourself, how you interact with other people, they know that's not them. Now, maybe the job that they have, being in the position of authority they have, maybe that's something that they feel like they got to be that way or have to be that way to deal with the people. But nevertheless, they view you as competition. I've seen it before. Person in charge and doing everything they can to try to undermine the people that's working under them. To me, that's because you view them as competition. So another key to being successful is realizing that no matter what somebody do that's in charge of you, they can't stop you. They cannot stop you from being successful. Only if you believe they can. Otherwise than that, they can't stop you. So I just want to encourage y'all today, man. Just, realize that, I'm saying these things, and I'm not saying it from a position that I hadn't struggled in my life and I hadn't gone through things in my life. I hadn't had some ups and downs along the way. I'm just saying that regardless of all of that, I never allowed my thinking to be that I wasn't going to have things in life. Some of y'all may have had children early in your life, and it can be hard raising children and stuff like that, and still trying to be successful and do the things you need to do. I get that. But man, keep going. Keep going. Some of y'all may have, started your education later in life. Maybe you still need to go get your GED, and whatever it is, that's your starting point. Just keep going, man. Keep going. Don't give up on yourself. Keep going. Regardless if somebody broke your heart and told you would never be nothing, keep going. Keep going. So I just want y'all to be encouraged, man, because I know, man, sometimes we can have situations and circumstances that come in our lives and we think, man, there's just no way I can, continue to go forward like this. But I'm just telling you, that there's more than one key to being successful. Somebody always gonna have a bigger house than yours. Somebody always gonna have a nicer car than yours. Somebody always gonna have a fatter bank account than yours. I mean, but that doesn't measure your success, because they may not have had the same starting point you did, and you may not have the same aspirations as far as the things you want to do with your life that they do. So I just, telling y'all this morning, man, just take your focus off other people's success as far as, feeling bad about what you got going on because of what they got going on. Focus on you. Focus on you and your family. Focus on what your goals and aspirations are. Everybody don't have to have a college degree to be successful. Flat out. You just don't. But if that's something that a person feels like they need to be successful, I'm not knocking that. But if you don't have that, okay. That doesn't mean you can't be successful. Many of our parents didn't have no college degrees and stuff like that, and they did the best they could to raise their families, and many of us have turned out just fine and striving for success in our own personal lives. I see lots of people up and down my timeline doing a lot of amazing things, and I'm sure a lot of those amazing things that they're doing, there was a point that they didn't think they would be doing that, but they kept pressing, kept pushing, and I'm proud of each and every one of you. So I just want to shine a little joy and a little happiness down my timeline, and hopefully y'all, be inspired and be encouraged by what I'm saying. And or like and share, or even get in the comments and comment, man, and just tell me something that one of the keys that you think is a key to being successful. But for me, one of the major keys to being successful is realizing there's more than one key, man. Let's go.